Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always just...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones completes this again to Shepard, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A handoff for Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Heineke. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 25 on second down, Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Humphries now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On play action, Heineke rolling to his right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Heineke again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now it's a bootleg with Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try to put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On second down, it's Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep this.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a... Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing. Heineke. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jones now on 1st and 10. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Back to throw again. This one is Slayton over the middle. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So we've reached. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Jones on first down and incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on. On 2nd and 10, Heineke. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, Heineke. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one is slant to McLaurin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Heineke. He's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Heineke on 3rd and 2. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Heineke. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th. is incomplete. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Drops it underneath for Booker. Booker coughs it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. We are too worried. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at it just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Jump under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. Ooh, the juke. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run. A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range. Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Heineke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next...
There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And does Washington have it? They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back? There, though, so much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Allen. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen to throw once more. And this one is incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now Allen. Out to the right to Humphries. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, that'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the...
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.